I'm picking up on Melania Trump's thoughts, the First Lady. Even she is worried about President Trump. And even she is thinking why President Trump is being so out of control. But if I told you why, will you believe me? Is the question. I've been talking about the devil, Baphomet, here on my channel a lot. That's why. That's the why you're looking for here and you're wondering about. In religion and spirituality, when we talk about possession, possession does not always have to be a full body possession. The devil can just take a hold of your mind, or the devil can just possess your mind. It's called mental possession by the devil, and in modern language and terms, we call it mind control these days. And it's not just President Trump that this is happening to. I have already mentioned that this is happening to President Putin as well in a previous video, and now I'm going to add Prime Minister Netanyahu to the list as well here. It's all three of them. President Putin, President Trump, and Prime Minister Netanyahu are under mental possession by the devil, Baphomet. It's a form of mind control. In this day and age, in modern language and terms, we call it mind control. It's the same thing. And right now, I'm also getting MK Ultra and CIA. Yeah, because MK Ultra is a mind control program by the CIA. So I'm just looking it up here on Google quickly. It's called Project MK Ultra. The code name for a covert CIA mind control project or program. MK Ultra is an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA. MK Ultra, the CIA's secret pursuit of mind control. The CIA ordered the creation of a secret program intended to find ways of mind control. Right. So that's what I'm talking about here. And I'm getting that even the CIA is trying to mind control President Trump. So he's being bombarded by the devil Baphomet and also CIA's mind control program MK Ultra. I see. And I'm not talking about the whole of CIA. I am just talking about the rogue elements in the CIA, because there are rogue elements in the CIA. And this is why my channel is being sabotaged and blocked by everyone continuously, one after another. Because, just take the example of the ex-US President Joe Biden. He did it. And then President Trump has sabotaged my channel as well because, well, I've been talking about the truth. And no one wants the truth out. And this is why my channel is getting sabotaged so much continuously by everyone. But This is the kind of truth that would actually help President Trump. You know, knowing this about himself and what is being done to him will actually help President Trump. But isn't it ironic that President Trump is also the one who has sabotaged my channel? But I'm still ending up helping him. Oh well, I guess that's just me. Because who else will tell him this truth? And what's going on with him? That even he himself does not know that this is what is being done to him and this is what is going on with him. And who else will tell President Trump about this truth? No one else will dare open their mouth about these kind of things. Yeah, and now the Arcturians and Commander Ashtar are bringing up the deep state as well. But I will not absolve President Trump and also President Putin and Prime Minister Netanyahu, because if they were not corrupt themselves in the first place, the devil will not be able to use them like this. And in President Trump's case, the CIA as well. The rogue elements in the CIA and CIA's MK Ultra mind control program. It's not a myth. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is a fact. This is for real. And this MK Ultra mind control program by the CIA is still in effect. They're still running it. Human experimentation by the CIA or the rogue elements in the CIA is still happening to this day. And that's the truth. How will World War III start? How will World War III begin? And I'm gonna give you the devil's plan here to do with that. The devil, Baphomet. He's the biggest devil here on planet Earth. What do you see happening in the world? President Putin starting a war with Ukraine, but also wishes to engulf the whole of Europe into one big war. If he could do it, he will. And then let's come to Prime Minister Netanyahu. Prime Minister Netanyahu has attacked Lebanon. The Israeli attacks against Hezbollah in Lebanon. And then Prime Minister Netanyahu attacked Iran. And now Prime Minister Netanyahu has attacked and bombed Syria just now. So, who's going to be next? Who is Prime Minister Netanyahu going to attack and bomb next in the Middle East? And is all this just a distraction, or is there a bigger plan, a bigger picture to it? When it comes to the devil's plan, Baphomet's plan, and how the devil Baphomet is using President Putin, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and also President Trump now. And we already know that the world knows that Prime Minister Netanyahu will not stop the war with the Palestinians and Hamas. So, President Putin wishes to engulf the whole of Europe into one big war, one big mess. And Prime Minister Netanyahu wishes to engulf the whole of Middle East and Middle Eastern countries into a war. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see the devil's plan? And people and world leaders who have a religion and believe in God, they know that the devil exists too. But people and world leaders who may be more scientific minded, well, you know that dark energy exists in the universe. What do you think that dark energy in the universe is? So, I'm telling you the devil's plan here. I'm giving you the devil's plan. And this is how World War III will begin. This is how World War III will start. If we are unable to stop it, and a nuclear war on top of it. And this is another reason at this time in particular that we're going through, you know, they've been called the end times in Judeo-Christian terms, in biblical terms. But at this particular time, in these times that we are going through, of the end times and Judgment Day, this is another reason why I keep emphasizing on making first contact happen with the good extraterrestrials like my star family. And, you know, there are a few world leaders watching me here who are also Arcturians. This is why I keep emphasizing that we must make first contact happen. At least with our star family, the Arcturians, and Commander Ashtar of Ashtar Command or Ashtar Galactic Command. Because these are the benevolent, meaning good extraterrestrials. And we all are Arcturians. And we are already here on planet Earth in human form. So if we are not a threat to the human race and planet Earth, then the Arcturians and Commander Ashtar are also not a threat to the human race and to planet Earth. But that's another reason why we must make first contact happen now, at this time. Because the galactics can help us with this dire, extreme situation of the threat of World War III and a nuclear war on top of it. That's why we must let the galactics in right now, because they can help us with this. They can help the world, they can help planet Earth, and they can help humans and the human race. And they can help stop this, and they can help put an end to this threat of World War III and a nuclear war on top of it. And also whatever, wars are still ongoing, like the Israel and Palestine Gaza war and the Russia-Ukraine war. They will come in and put an end to it all. And they will put an end to the threat of World War III and a nuclear war on top of it too. Because I'm not seeing NATO stepping up, even now, to defend Europe and even Ukraine, whether Ukraine is a NATO member yet or not, but they want NATO membership. So why won't NATO actually offer Ukraine a NATO membership, providing they are in war with Russia? And that should be reason enough for NATO to actually offer Ukraine a NATO membership, especially when Ukraine wants it. And also, who's going to defend the Middle East from Prime Minister Netanyahu, from Israel? There's no NATO in the Middle East. The Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, the Emir of Qatar, the Indian Prime Minister Modi in the East, and UK Prime Minister Starmer, the French President Macron. I'm also getting Germany, I'm also getting Poland, I'm also getting Finland. And of course, we know that President Putin has already amassed Russian troops along the border with Finland and is already threatening a war with Finland and NATO there. And he has also amassed troops along the border with Sumy, Ukraine now too. And I've already prophesied this in my previous video, that he was planning this summer offense. This is the summer offense President Putin was planning. So the world leaders I've just mentioned by name here again, you are all Arcturians as well, like me. And that's why we all need to come together. And all of you world leaders must come together with me and work together towards a lasting peace here on planet Earth. And we must avoid this World War III and a nuclear war on top of it with the help of galactics, with the help of Arcturians, specifically our star family and Commander Ashtar of Ashtar Command or Ashtar Galactic Command and Jupiter Command. And yes, Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. And yes, that's the Jupiter Command I'm talking about. Oh, and let me not forget President Zelensky, though he is from Orion, but still a star brother to all of us. So, are you world leaders going to wake up a bit here now and smell the coffee of how serious this is and where it's heading? Or are you still just gonna sit there and keep ignoring me and my warnings regarding this, regarding World War III and a nuclear war on top of it? And are you still not gonna come and connect with me so we can help each other and so we can let the galactics in so they can help all of us? The human race and the planet Earth as well. They are guardians and watchers of planet Earth. They are guardians of planet Earth. I am one of the guardians of planet Earth and the human race. Our presence here on planet Earth is not in vain. This is why we are here. So we can help the human race and also planet Earth. And so we can put an end to the wars, especially the long-standing wars like Palestine and Israel war, and help the human race and planet Earth in other ways as well, through forging a mutually beneficial and cooperative relationship with the galactics, between the humans here on planet Earth and the galactics. And us, of course, we are the galactics who are already here on planet Earth in human form. And we can be the bridge in between other humans and the galactics. Enough said for now. Take care, stay safe, over and out.